Hey there friends, today we're looking at two of my favorite handguns, both hammer-fired 9mm. On the right is an H&K P2000 variant 3, and on the left is a Sig Sauer P239. We're going to do some comparison videos. Both these guns are mine. Going to check out the features and do some shooting and see which one you like. Let's start by looking at the price. The MSRP for each of these guns are essentially the same. The P2000 is $992 and the Sig P239 is $993. Realistically, at your local gun store, the brand new price on average for the P2000 variant 3 is right around $870. That's what you can pick that gun up for brand new. The 239, right around $800. So you can see each of these guns are far more expensive than your average Glock, XD, M&Ps. But, in my opinion, they're worth it. H&K. Sig Sauer. Looking at the size and weight, you can see that they're very comparable. The slide length as well as the grip. The one thing that's different is that the H&K does have an adjustable back strap where the Sig is fixed, and the H&K has a double stack magazine and the Sig is a single stack. Let's look at the weight. I have both guns loaded up with 8 rounds of hollow points, and the H&K weighs in at 28 3/4 ounces. And the Sig 239 weighs in at 31 5/8 ounces. 3 ounces lighter for the H&K P2000. If you've ever shot Heckler & Koch or Sig Sauer, you know that they have some of the best triggers available. Hands down, they just feel great. They're both double action and single action hammer fired guns. Double action, 11.5 pounds for the H&K, 10 pounds for the Sig Sauer. Both have 4.5 pound single action pulls. When it comes to double taps, I have to say that this H&K fires as well or better than any gun I have ever shot in my life. It's just pop, 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 pop. It just feels so comfortable, so smooth. The Sig Sauer is outstanding, and I love shooting that as well, but when it comes to double taps, I do a better job with the H&K P2000. H&K P2000. Sig P239. Checking out the sight picture here. This H&K has Trijicon night sights on it, but it does come standard with a 3-dot sight system. Works really well. The Sig is a bar dot sight system. I'm really not going to give a preference to one over the other. That's really just a shooter's thing, and you can decide what works best for you. The grip and feel of each of these guns is just amazing. The P2000 holds 13 rounds, and the grip is rather thin for a double stack magazine. It doesn't feel blocky like so many other makers. Just has a great feel to it. The texturing's not very aggressive, but enough where you have a good firm feel to it. The magazine has an extended base plate, and the mag drop is ambidextrous, which is right there. You have to pull down, so it's different than your average button that you push. Takes a little getting used to. The magazine is well made. They give you 2 magazines in the box, and it has sight holes, and once again holds 13 rounds. The Sig P239 also has a great feel to it. It's thinner because it has a single stack magazine, holds 8 rounds. The texturing's not very aggressive either. The magazine does have a base plate, allows you to get full 3 fingers around the grip. The mag release button is right there. It's not ambidextrous, but it works well. I actually like that button better than the lever that the H&K has. This is ambidextrous, so with the lever, this is not, has the button. Both work really well. Both these guns have decockers that work very well. When the hammer is in fire position and you do not want to fire that round, Sig Sauer has a lever right there, and it just drops the hammer safely to allow you to reholster. The H&K is a little bit different. When that hammer is pulled back, the decocker is right there. You just push that with your thumb, decocks the gun safely. Like them both, I find that the H&K is a little easier to use. It's just right next to the hammer. You just hit that button and you're safely decocked. P2000. Here are my shooting impressions of these guns. When I first got the H&K P2000, I was so impressed with it, and I still am. I never thought I'd have another gun that I can fire as well as I can, the H&K P2000. Everything about it felt good, and it was just excellent. Until I got the Sig Sauer P239. I actually shoot this gun better. And at first I was shooting, I'm thinking this can't be it, because I was hitting everything with the P2000, but I was just a little more accurate with the P239 from Sig Sauer. I was just so impressed by it. I did it 4 or 5 times to make sure, and I shot the P239 better. So I just got to give it to you straight right now. I shoot the 239 better. Never thought it'd happen, but that's just the way it is for me.
Sig 239. Man.
I'm not going to take the time to field strip these guns on camera, but I will say that each break down very easy and without tools. There's one thing I really want to mention about this. Look at the H&K guide rod and spring. It's a captured guide rod and spring, but it has to be placed in there perfectly when reinserted, so that when the pin is reinserted, it fits right in there, which will actually reduce any play in the gun when firing. Really well designed. The Sig is just your basic spring. It's uncaptured. It is all metal, and it works really well. When it comes to overall features, the H&K P2000 just has more. It has a polymer frame, adjustable back straps, ambidextrous mag release, and a rail, along with some of the internals that I discussed earlier. The P239 has a black anodized frame, and it's a very basic gun. It carries 8 rounds opposed to 13, makes it for a nice, easy, thin carry gun, but just doesn't have all the features that the P2000 does. I love both of these guns. They are both great shooters and reliable as can be. If I had to choose a home defense firearm, I'm taking the H&K P2000. As it sits now, it has night sights, it has a rail for lights and lasers, and it holds 13 rounds. If I had to choose a carry gun, I'm taking the P239. It's a little bit thinner, and it fires for me excellent. If I had to choose a gun right now, if I could only choose one of these guns, this hurts, but I'm taking the Sig P239. I just love the way it shoots, and how can you go against a gun that shoots as well as that does? I appreciate you watching, and you guys be safe.